go for a ride. Shall we? Go have some breakfast on the Palisades. I'm getting out of town. Plus, it's been a couple weeks since I've been back from vacation in Italy. And seeing all the great bikes and everyone out enjoying themselves got me thinking I gotta do this more. Going for the red taxi cab. Nice. Thank you. Alright, step one, gasoline. Alright, well, here we are. The Hudson Highway. I hope this goes on for a while. The George Washington Bridge. Well, not much of a view today, but hopefully it clears up. Yeah, it doesn't have the same feel as the Lake Como riding situation. But I'm still out on the bike. New Jersey. Step one, everybody. We made it across the bridge. Thinking back to my vacation, full-blown post-vacation depression. How do we get back there, man? Only 351 more days to go. Got to go to Florence. You know, I've been going there for quite some time now. My wife's second trip to Florence. We went last year for our wedding, and then got to go back for the anniversary. Got to take her to some places that we didn't go to last time. Last time we, hit the main, the Duomo, Palazzo Vecchio, Uffizi. Which are great places, and if you've never been, you have to go. This time we were able to check out some other stuff. We went to a place called Palazzo Davanzati, which is an old building. It's been restored. It was built in the 1300s, and they've managed to restore it back to what it would have been like at that time. As most palaces and big buildings, after they stayed in families, over the years, and over the years you're talking about hundreds of years, you renovate. You renovate your house like you would, your own house. After 20 years, you might want to think about redoing the kitchen. Pulling that brown carpet up that was so cool 20 years ago. This one is just like it was in the 13 and 1400s, so it's really cool to see. And this is before, big molding and Baroque stuff like the Palace of Versailles, where they had to put tapestries on the wall to decorate and keep the room warm. You don't think about that. And tapestries weren't just decorative items. And they would, or they would have to paint the walls, and they would put, patterns on and stuff. And then as the family kind of fell out of power, as they lost some of their money, they had to kind of section it off and turn it into multiple family building, put some retail space in there, and they had some of the samples of the lace and things that they would have made, which was cool. So it was cool. We got to see Palazzo Davanzati, so I recommend that. And we went over to Santa Maria Novella, to the cathedral there. Before the Duomo, this was the main church in Florence, and in it is a painting by an artist named Masaccio, and he was really one of the first painters to kick off what we know as the Renaissance. The Renaissance, the Rinascimento, which means rebirth in Italian. And that's exactly what it was. They were relearning how to do all these techniques, like linear perspective and emotion. So I got to show my wife that. We went to the Palazzo Medici Riccardi, the original Medici Palace. Medici are tough. There's two lines of Medici spanning over a couple hundred years. There was the first branch that were bankers, very wealthy, powerful family, patrons of the arts, and Michelangelo lived in their home. They commissioned works by Donatello, Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci, all of the Ninja Turtles. There we go. We're here. We made it. Man, I am early. Did I pick the wrong day to be here or something? Alright. I'm gonna go get some food. Alright, where was I? Stopped in for some coffee. egg on a ciabatta roll. Ciabatta is Italian for rips the roof of your mouth open. Oh yeah, it's where you're talking about the Medici. So there were two lines of the Medici. The banker side, and then as time went on, they got kicked out of town, they came back, and when they came back, they became princes. So this house, or palazzo, was where they lived. A lot of great things happened in that building, most of which were art, learning, and the progression of humanity out of the Middle Ages and into full-blown Renaissance. Renaissance, you know, if you had money, you wanted to have art, and you'd have these amazing frescoes and murals painted, and you'd want to put yourself in them and your family in them. These religious scenes, so people would see them and go, wow, they must be really important because there's Lorenzo de Medici and there's the baby Jesus. But you know, and Florence is really just about walking around, seeing the buildings, hearing the sights, having some gelato. Went to the Mercato Centrale, the food market, which was really cool. The bottom floor, it's food vendors, produce, meat, seafood, olive oils, all the good stuff. And they've taken the upstairs, it used to be outdoors, and they've taken the upstairs portion of it and made it into a food court. So it's a place to go and get good food and get a snack, get a bite. And anything that you can buy there to take home prepare, you can also eat there. And anything they cook there, you can buy there and make it yourself. Florence is one of the #1 tourist destinations in the world. And you can see why. If you ever have any questions, you go into Florence, you need to know where to go eat. You let me know, and I'll give you the good recommendations. Ooh, wow, look at that. I am high up. I got high up all of a sudden. Where the hell am I?